Hello students, welcome all of you in online lecture series of Internet of Things subject, in which today we are going to see the Python functions, or what are the Python functions in Python programming language. So today is our 22nd lecture on this subject, and my name is Pooja Subhashrao Deshmukh from International Center of Excellence in Engineering and Management College, Aurangabad. Today we are going to discuss what is Python function, in which we have studied that what is calling a function, or how we can call a function in Python language, or what is function arguments, what are the keyword arguments, then what is default argument, then variable length argument, then anonyms function, the return statement, what is scope of variable, and what is the difference between global and local variable. So we will see one by one. Before starting today's topic, we have just reminded whatever we have studied in last lecture. So in last lecture we have studied the loops. What are the loops in Python programming language? There are three loops, that is while loop, for loop and nested loop, with the control statement, that is break statement, continue statement and pass statement. So with the flow diagram and the example of each one we have already studied in this in last lecture. So today we will see what is function, or what is function in Python programming language. So function is a block of organized reusable code which is used to perform a single related action, or functions which provide better modularity for your application and a high degree of code reusing. So you already know that the Python gives you many built-in functions like print, scan, etc. But you can also create your own functions. These functions are called as user defined functions. So first of all we will see defining a function means what, or how we can define any function. So you can define functions to provide the required functionality, or you have to use any function in your program or this code. So you have to just define this function in top of the code or starting of the program. Here simple rules to define function in Python programming language. So we will see what are these. First of all, function blocks begin with the keyword, that is def, that is def, which is followed by the function name and parenthesis. Parenthesis is nothing but a brackets. So any input parameters or arguments which should be placed within this parenthesis, or whatever you have to declare or define in your code, you have to just write in the parenthesis. So you can also define parameters inside this parenthesis. First, the statement of a function can be optional statement, or the documentation string of the function, or docstring. Then code, the code block within every function start with a colon and is intended. So the statement which is return in expression exit a function. Return means what? End of the program, or we are exist by this program. So optionally passing back an expression to the caller, the return statement with no argument is the same as the return none. And the syntax for this is the syntax. Here define function name, whatever the name of this, and the parameters, whatever you have to define the function in your code, you have to just put here in parameters or in parenthesis. Then function docstring, or whatever the documentation you have to required, you have to just define here, and then function suit and return expression. Return means end of the program. So by default the parameters have a positional behavior, and you need to inform them in a same order that they were defined. You can't change the order, or you can't change the flow or the module for defining these names. So let's see, take an example how we can calling a function. First of all, the following function take a string as a input parameter and print it on the standard screen. So define print me. What is print me? Print me is a string. So this print a passed string into this function, that is print str. It have to print is what? Print str, and end of the program, that is return. So in this way you can defining a function. Then next we will see calling a function, or how we can call a function. So defining a function is only gives it a name or specifies the parameters that are to be included in the function and structures the blocks of code. So once the basic structure of a function is finalized, you can execute it by calling it from another function or directly from the Python prompt. So here take an example, like the example of call print me function. Here hashtag error, that is user bin Python, means what? Function definition is here. You have to define here, that is define print me, that is str. Whatever you have to print string means str. This prints a passed string into this function. This is the syntax. You have to write into the syntax only. You can't change the flow or module. So print str and return. Again, now you can call print me function, so that print me in bracket with double quote, I am first called to user defined function. You have to just print this statement, that is I am first called to user defined function, and then again the next one is again second call to the same function. In this way you can calling the function. So when the code is above code is executed, it produces the result in this manner, like I am first called to the user defined function, then again second call to the same function, again third call to the same function, again fourth call to the same function. So in this way it will executes. Then next one is function argument. So what is the function argument? You can call function by using the arguments like required argument, keyword argument, default argument, and variable length argument. So we will see what are these. First of all, required argument. Required argument means what? These are the arguments which is passed to a function in correct position order. Means this argument is used for stable the position, or it does not change the position of your syntax or code. So here the number of arguments in the function call should match exactly with the function definition. So here if there any one error or the mistake by programmer or developer, so it will not acceptable here. So to call the function like print me, you definitely need to pass one argument, otherwise it gives an syntax error, like here hashtag error, like user bin Python. This error is occurred. So hashtag function definition is here. Then define print me in a string. This prints a pass string into this function like print string and return. Then now you can call the print me function, like you have to write here print me with braces. When the above code is executed, it produces the result in this format like traceback most recent, last call, last call is what? File test.py, and line 11 in module is what? Print me. Then type error is what? Print me takes exactly one argument, or here 0 is given, here nothing argument is given, that's why it will gives an error to you, like 0 is given. The next one is keyword argument. Keyword argument means what? Keyword argument are related to the function calls. When you can use keyword argument in a function call, the caller identifies the argument by the parameter name. So this allows you to skip the argument or place them out of the order, because the Python interpreter is able to use the keywords provided to match the values with the parameters. Also, you can make keywords calls to the print me function in the following ways, like we will see what are they. So hashtag user bin Python is a function definition is here. Then define print me function in a string. The print this prints a pass string into this function, that is print str, and return to the program. Now you can call the print me function in this way, that is print me str is equals to what you have to print in string, that is my string. So when the above code is executed, it will produces the result like my string. So in this way it will works. Also there is one example. Note that the order of parameter does not matter. So how it will executed? Hashtag user bin Python, then function definition is here. Again define print fo, here print fo, not a print me function. Print fo name and age, what you have to print? Your name and your age. This prints a passed into this function. So print is what? Name, and in print name is you have to print name, and in print age you have to print age, and return to the program. Now you can call the printfo function with what? Printfo is what? Age is equals to 50 and name is Mickey. You have to print 50 and Mickey. The age is 50 and name is Mickey. When the above code is executed, it produces the result in name is Mickey and age is 15. So in this way it will works. The next one is default arguments. Default argument is an argument that assume a default value if a value is not provided in the function call for that argument. So the example is given here, so you will get the idea. So it will print default age if it is not passed. So how it will works? Hashtag user bin Python, then function definition is here. Definition is what? Print fo with name and age is equals to 35. Here this print passed into this function, and print is what? Name in name and age as a age. Again return to the program, and now you can call the function with printfo function. Printfo is what? Printfo age is equals to 50 and name is equals to Mickey. Then printfo as a name is Mickey, but here you not given the age, what age you have to print. Here when the above code is executed, it will produce some result like name is a Mickey and age is 50. Again it will give the output in next form, that is name is Mickey and age is 35. Why age is 35 is given here? Because you have to define here, that is name and age is equals to 35. Here name is not given here, but age is given, that's why it will take name as a Mickey and age as a 35. So in this way default argument is works. The next one is variable length argument. In variable length argument, you may need to to process the function for more arguments than you specified while defining the function. So these arguments are called a variable length arguments, and these are not named in a function definition, unlike it required the default argument. So we will see by an syntax. So the syntax for the function with non-keyword variable argument is like that, like define function name in formal args and variable args as a tuple, and the function docstring, function suit, and return to the expression. So here an asterisk is placed before the variable name, which means what? It holds the values for all non-keyword variable arguments. So this tuple remains empty if no additional arguments are specified during the function call. So following is the simple example of the variable length argument. Here hashtag user bin Python, function definition is here. Again, whatever you define printfo function with argument 1 and variable tuple. So this will prints the variable passed argument, and print is a output. Output is what? Print argument 1 for variable in variable tuple, and print var and return to the program. Now you can call printfo function with what? Printfo is 10 and printfo is what? 70, 60, 50 in this manner. So when you will get the output or code will be executed, you will get the output in this manner. That is, first of all it will print 10, and in the output that is 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20 up to 10. So in this way it will works. Then next one is anonyms function. Anonyms function means what? These functions are called as anonyms function because they are not declared in the standard manner by using a define keyword or def keyword. You can use lambda keyword to create small anonym function. Means what? Lambda forms can take any number of argument but return just one value in the form of an expression. So they cannot contain commands or multiple expressions. An anonyms function cannot be a direct call to print because lambda require an expression. So the lambda function have their own local namespace and cannot access variables other than those their parameter list and those not in global namespace. So although it appears that lambdas are one line version of a function and they are not equivalent to the inline statements in C or C++. So whose purpose is by passing a function stack allocation during the invocation for the performance reasons. So this is anonym function, and the syntax of this is here. The syntax of lambda functions contain only a single statement, which is lambda argument 1 or again in bracket argument 2 up to argument n with expression. So following there is the example to show the lambda form of the function, that is hashtag user bin Python. Function definition is here. Sum is equals to what? Lambda argument 1 argument 2 argument 1 plus argument 2. Now you can call the sum function. Sum function is a addition. So print value of total. Total means what? Sum of 10 and 20. So print value of total is what? Sum 20, 20. In this manner, 10 plus 20, 20 plus 20, 20 plus 30 plus 20, 40 plus 20 in this manner. So when the above code is executed, it will get the value like value of total is 30, that is 10 plus 20 is equals to 30, and here total value is 40, means what, 20 plus 20 is 40. So in this way lambda function is work. Then next one is return statement. Return statement is what? The statement return expression exit a function or exit the program, optionally passing back an expression to the caller. Or a return statement with no argument is the same as the return none. So all above the examples are not returning any value. You can just return a value from a function. In this way, like hashtag userbin python, define function definition is here. Define is what? Sum of argument 1 and 2. So add both the parameters and return them, means what? Total is equals to what? Argument 1 plus argument 2. Again, print is what? Inside a function. You have to print inside a function is what? Total of argument 1 and 2. Then return total. Now you can call the sum function. Total is what? Sum of 10 and 20. Print is what? Outside the function of total. After this code is executing, inside the function is 30 and outside the function is 30, because the values are same, that is 10 and 20, and the addition of 10 and 20 is 30, but you will get the output in two way, that is inside a function and outside a function, that is 30. The next one is scope of variable. Scope of variable means what? All variables in a program may not be accessible at all locations in that program. So this depends on where you have declared a variable. Also, scope of variable determine the portion of the program where you can access a particular identifier. So there are two basic scopes of variable in Python language, that is global variables and local variables. So we will see what is the difference between global variable and local variable. So local variable is what? Variables which declared inside the function is called local variable, and the variable declared outside the function is called global variable. Then scope is throughout the block in local, and scope is throughout the program in global variable. Also in local variable, lifetime is throughout the function, and in global, lifetime is throughout the program. Also memory allocated in the stack of the function in which it is declared, it is valid till the function finishes execution in local variable, but in global variable memory allocated in the data section of a program and it is valid till the program finishes execution. Again, it can only access from inside the block in which we declared it in local variable, but in global variable it can be accessed by the functions in the program. Then in local variable, scope start from the point where it is declared, and if we try to access it before the declaring, then the compilation error will be given in local variable, but in global variable, same as the local variable, it will gives you an error. Here one example is given, that is hash include stdio.h and void main local variable, that is int a is equals to 10, means what? Here printf is what? Printing a main %d, that is a, because %d is what? We are writing a integer here, that's why we are using %d as a integer and print value of a. Same with the global variable, a is equals to 10, void main, but here we are using void main in after declaring a integer, but in local variable we are declaring void main function at the starting of the program. Then print as a printing f in main %d and print value of a. So in this way the difference between the local variable and global variable. So guys, here we have studied all the function and function related terms of Python programming language. I hope you guys all understand, but still anyone have doubt, you can contact me anytime. So thank you very much and have a good day.